I respect Stephen A. and the platform that he's built, but I respectfully disagree with him here.
I respect Ryan Clark and the platform that he built, but I respectfully disagree with him with the whole thing. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Hey, hey, they want me back now. Hey, hey, now she going down, down. Hey, hey, they want me back now. Hey, see I'm getting to the bag now. Do your dance, huh? Remember they will say you can't, huh? But I did. I'm hitting so.
You're a mouthpiece for the people that are paying you. It's propaganda. It's misleading. It's garbage.
First off, let's talk about the simple statement that black people can relate to former President Donald Trump based on discrimination by the judicial system. He's not being discriminated against.
What was Donald Trump's fame and likeness before he decided to be president? How was the culture with him? Let me tell you, they loved the man. He was loved by the right, the left, everywhere. The minute that he decided to run as Republican, that's when all hell broke loose. They want to trump up these charges so he can go to jail, prison, whatever the case may be, so he could be ineligible because they know he's going to win. All these charges are bull, you know the rest. So here's what I'm going to say. All these charges that are being brought up on Trump, if it was anyone else, Alvin Bragg, he would have gave them a slap on the wrist.
What Donald Trump did was make bad decisions. And because of those bad decisions, he's now been investigated. He's now been accused, alleged, and then now prosecuted. The one thing that black people can't relate to is having these run-ins with the law and being the president of the United States of America.
I agree with you, bro. You're right. We can't relate with that. You're right. So, why are we trying to relate? All these charges are a strategy to prevent him from running. But you're right. We can't relate. You're right. We can't.
Also, when you agree with this, you're allowing him to break us down to the lowest common denominator. So you're saying all of these black people who now seem to support you only support you because they connect with you on your run-ins with the law, or only support with you because they connect with you on sneakers. So why can't we connect on diversity, equity, and inclusion?
You see the propaganda? You see diversity, equity, and inclusion. He's talking for another man. This is not him, bro. This is someone else. This man is talking to a few other black brothers. We don't talk to each other like that. We don't talk and say diversity, equity, inclusion. That's bull. You know the rest. So here's what I'm going to say. He said, why are you trying to relate to us that way? Because he, I don't know, went to prison. He got the mugshot, whatever. He dropped the sneakers. I'm going to tell you how disingenuous Ryan Clark is. We all know what the culture is, right? We know what the culture is. He want to act stupid and act like he doesn't understand the culture. If we're real with each other, if black people were real with each other, a lot of that's what's in our culture is fucking up black people. And he wants to act like he doesn't know. For example, what happens when you get out of prison after serving for a while versus getting out of college and actually getting your degree? How do your family, your friends, how do they respond to that? He could act dumb. That's cool. But he knows what the culture is. He knows what it is. See, it's about taking accountability for the culture that we created. And then we turn it around and make it better. Because right now, the culture is not the best. Yes, there are good stuff in the culture that is good. But then we don't address the negative shit. Like the violence. Like the hypersexuality. There's so much. He wants to pretend like he's dumb. That's cool, Ryan. Keep going.
And let's really be clear. Nothing about Donald Trump's existence is black. Donald Trump can't speak to the black existence. He can't speak to the historical prejudice and discrimination that black people have faced.
Donald Trump never spoke on the black existence. He never related nothing. You're doing that, bro. You're doing that. He never did any. All he did was tell you that you were doing better under him, which is a fact. Everybody could attest to that. before COVID, obviously, because COVID ruined a lot of things. But it's a fact. Bro, if you don't want people voting for this man, if you don't want people, that's not the route to take.
Donald Trump has never had to get that talk from his mom. This is the way you deal with authority. This is the way you have to be outside the house. Donald Trump's parents never had to worry about will he or will he not make it home based on the color of his skin.
All right, I'm gonna say this, man. This guy is a joke, bro. Okay. Let me ask you this: where was Ryan Clark when Joe Biden said this?
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Where were you, bro? Why have I not heard not even one video of you addressing that? What about when Hillary Clinton said this?
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you getting information right now?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce in my bag, swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I
yes.
just want you to know, people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people again.
Okay. Is it working?
The man is a joke. He's not gonna talk about that. You know why? They're both Democrats. He knows who he is.
And let's be very clear about one more thing. Donald Trump hasn't been black. He will never be black. He doesn't understand what it's like to walk in the black man's shoes. And if he ever did, he'd realize that those shoes are too big and way too uncomfortable for him to wear for a day. And so I think as the support seems to grow for him in certain black communities, we have to be smart about why that support is growing.
Why would he? Why are you trying to compare us? Ryan Clark, can only people with my skin color can help me? Because everything you saying says you're not saying a goddamn thing. You speak in air right now. You're not saying a goddamn thing. So only people with this skin color can help me? That's how you coming off. This is the biggest problem in the black community. They frame it as, if you don't think like me, if you don't support what I support, if you don't, then you ain't black. If I'm not black because I'm not thinking like you, I don't see the world like you, I don't move like you, then I don't want to be black, bro. Keep that shit. I don't want it. I'm good. If you want everybody to think alike, there's no black race. There isn't. What makes people unique is their diversity of thought. You do know that, right? If you go to the white community, you ain't never gonna hear a white man say, oh, he supports this, he supports that, he ain't white. They don't move like that. Only here they move like that. Let me say it like this. If everybody thought the same way throughout history as far as black people, we'd probably be still enslaved today. Somebody had to think different. Somebody had to dare different. Somebody had to take a chance. Somebody had to, for example, Harriet Tubman. Do you honestly think that if Harriet Tubman thought like all the slaves, she'd have the courage and the wit to round up everybody and get them the hell out of there? Do you honestly, what makes black people great is the difference in thought. You want every black person to think the same? I can tell you right now, you can go, you know the rest. You look like you're free, but you're not free. You're enslaved. Right here, buddy. Right here. Remember, time is all we have. I'll see you next time.